I've been seriously collecting video games for about 12 years now. One of the most common questions I get asked is, what are some great games I've never heard of? Well, I'm sure that comes with no surprise, and if you collect too, I'm sure you've been asked this many times as well. The Super Nintendo has a library of over 700 games, so there must be something else to play, right? How's it going, guys? I'm RonMan, and I want to share with you some action platformers for the Super Nintendo that I don't think enough people talk about. Also, if you like my content, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell so you stay up to date with RonMan Gaming. The first game on the list is Maui Mallard in Cold Shadow. Cold Shadow is gritty, yet beautiful. You play as Maui, the gun-toting detective, but not long into the game, you can change into Cold Shadow, the bow-wielding ninja. Once you unlock Cold Shadow, you can switch between characters at any time as long as you have the yin-yangs to do so. The levels in Cold Shadow come jam-packed with variety. All the levels have their own look and feel, but not only that, you'll be exploring or bungee jumping or shooting your way through a sunken boat. Cold Shadow is a fantastic game with amazing visuals. Up next is Demon's Crest. Demon's Crest is one of the best looking games on the Super Nintendo. You play as Firebrand, you know, from the Ghost and Goblin series, and you're tasked with retrieving all the crests and defeating Phalanx. The crests allow you to change into different gargoyles, and each have unique abilities, which then allows you to access new areas. This means that you can return to levels that you've already beaten to look for items or maybe new areas that you weren't able to find before. Demon's Crest is an extremely moody game best played at Halloween, but it's so good that you shouldn't wait until Halloween to play it. In fact, I recommend that you play this tonight. Up next is Joe and Mac 2. For the Super Nintendo, there are actually 3 games in the Joe and Mac series: Joe and Mac, Congo's Caper, and of course, Joe and Mac 2. All these games are great, but in this video, I want to focus on Joe and Mac 2 as I do think it's the best. Joe and Mac 2 is a fun, colorful platformer that you can play alongside a friend. I think the controls are a little better in this game than in the first Joe and Mac. It just doesn't feel as stiff. You can explore the overworld map and choose the order in which you play the levels. There's even the side quests of getting a wife and decorating your home. The levels also have a great variety. Although Joe and Mac 2 is not the hardest game, it's also not that easy. If you haven't checked this game out before, you are definitely missing out. Up next is The Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie. Much like the game that came before this, The Magical Quest, The Great Circus Mystery is yet another adventure where you unlock different outfits, all which provide you with different abilities. Unlike The Magical Quest, however, you can play this one cooperatively with a friend. There are 6 great-looking levels, all jam-packed with tons of secrets. Yeah, this game isn't long, but there is a password system, and considering how unique the suits are, you likely won't discover everything on your first playthrough. I absolutely love the look and feel of all the levels, and I can't tell you enough how much I love the spooky motif. This game also has great replay value thanks to the 2-player co-op. If you haven't played it yet, I highly recommend that you do. Last but certainly not least is Super Adventure Island 2. If you've ever thought to yourself, man, I would love if Zelda 2 was on a tropical island, then Super Adventure Island 2 is the game for you. Don't be scared though, Super Adventure Island 2 is not nearly as difficult as Zelda 2. You play as Master Higgins on a quest to rescue your girlfriend. There are many different islands to explore, all connected with this nice looking overworld map. While traversing the overworld, you can get into random battles, also kinda like in Zelda 2, but here, they're actually random. You'll find all kinds of different weapons, armor, and items. You'll also learn new moves like the up thrust and down thrust. The levels are structured in a somewhat open-ended fashion. For example, you'll be exploring a level and you'll discover something that you won't be able to interact with, but later when you get a certain item or ability, you'll think, oh, now I can go back to that other place and use this. So yeah, this game really focuses on exploration, and you'll be returning to previous areas to find new paths and treasures. Super Adventure Island 2 is a great game, don't skip this one. So there you have it. Why don't you tell me down in the comments below what are some great action platformers that I missed. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.